Hey y'all. So, I actually did record a video yesterday and I deleted it. Um, just because, not because of the subject. That wasn't it. I was very frustrated about everything yesterday. It was ridiculous. From 7:30 in the morning, I was getting calls from disability and doctors and nurses, and it was just, I'm like, it's early in the morning, too early even to take my medicine. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's that pain, there's the morning pain and all of that. And it's just like, y'all are bugging me for what? None of it was important. Some of it was just reminders. And it was just, then I get out there to the clinic. I had to have my second COVID test yesterday, in preparation for the CAR T. And they moved the site around the corner from where it was at, and so like it's in more of a closed tent at this point, and that to me was just very uncomfortable. um, I took the video down not because of, like I said, the subject, which I'm telling you guys about now, but because I was upset, and I rarely do, but I was cursing. And my thing in these videos, I don't want it to be um, I don't want it to be vulgar. Even when we talk about things like sex, I don't want it to be vulgar. Um, there could be younger teens, or, I don't, it's not really my thing, and it's not how I want to try to communicate my message. So I'm going to apologize for that, even though there are probably most of you that didn't see it. But for the ones who did, I'm sorry. Um, I don't usually curse or fly off the handle like that, but this whole COVID thing with the cancer, it's just, it almost puts you in a panic mode, And me, I grew up in the projects, and I'm no stranger to fights. Um, so it's like, things get frustrated, and I get angry, and it's just like I'll be ready to punch a wall, like, or punch somebody if they happen to be the one that said something. Um, and I try very much to stay away from that. I left that behind in the hood, and I've had less and less instances over the years, and it's just like, as you get older, you learn it's important to pick your battles and decide what's important enough for you to be angry about and what's not. And I honestly feel as though I wasted energy being angry yesterday. It didn't solve anything, and it didn't make me feel better. I ended up just coming back and crying myself to sleep, taking a nap. I was just so frustrated. And people are just walking very close. They are hardly respecting the social distance. Like, you have to constantly remind people walking by you and people standing near you online that they need to be 6 feet away. And it's not like I have a regular chance like everybody else. I have a heightened chance because of my sickness. And so when people are getting in close, there gets to be this very, panicky feeling, like, you don't know who has it and who doesn't. And it's just like, I don't want any of you guys next to me. Like, you're walking too close to me. There's plenty of sidewalk. Like, I was really, really upset. People just were not respecting the social distancing thing. And, I guess to them, it's just like, they feel like, oh, whatever, it's not that big a deal. I'm wearing my mask. And to people like me, it's like, all right, but you need to have a mask on. You need to be spraying Lysol. And, I was really uncomfortable with the way that they were doing the test. Because the last time I went, they had the whole front of the tent open, so it was complete open air. This time, the entire thing was closed, and there's only a doorway. Now, first of all, it's summertime. There's no need for that. There's no need for them to close the tent off that way. Second of all, that is unsafe. If you understand air travel physics, that is just very unsafe. If I cough, or if somebody in there coughs or sneezes and they have it, that's gonna go through a tunnel before, and at that they got a fan blowing, so it's gonna go through literally an entire whirlwind inside the tent before it spins out enough to actually make it out the other side of the door. And that to me is frightening, because I have to remove a part of my mask in order to take this COVID test. And you're doing this test inside where you really don't need to because it's summertime and it's certainly hot enough for y'all to have the front open. And it's nerve wracking, walking in there and not knowing what's in the air at that moment and not wanting to remove my mask to have the COVID test done because of my compromised immune system. And it just, they're all so blank and ununderstanding. Like, and it was so frustrating that they didn't even get it. That it's just like, I don't have a sign on me that says I have cancer, that I'm fighting stage 4 cancer. And, most people will say, well, you wouldn't know it looking at you. You don't look sick. And that comes with great effort. Um, Getting into the makeups and stuff like that, have all helped here and there, to keep my mental pretty because it's really, like I said, just the process of actually doing it. You put on mascara and you're noticing your eyes, and you um, put on highlighter and maybe notice your cheeks. And I got this awesome lipstick in my glam bag, and I don't know if you can see. I love it though. It's really pretty. Um, and it's just taking those moments to pause to observe yourself and love yourself, whether putting on a dress that you notice your shape in or something, um, because a lot of the times you feel so ugly inside. Like, I'm sitting here talking to you right now and we're calm and we're chill, but inside is like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's aching, it's nauseating, it's burning. It's almost as if you can feel the individual tumors. Um, the feeling kind of flips your stomach and then it doesn't. It makes you feel compressed and then you don't. And it's because all of the organs are squished up together because the tumors are pushing them together to make room for themselves. Um, and so sometimes it's difficult. Yesterday was my husband's birthday and it was our 2-year wedding anniversary. So I definitely did not want the day to start off the way it did. So aggravating. And, I didn't think I was going to be able to get past it. And I thought it would end up ruining our evening. And, but when he got home, it just kind of like all melted away, I was just so happy to see him that I wasn't upset anymore at the day. And, it is not, I sit here and talk to you guys about keeping your mental pretty. But let's remember that I'm human and I'm not perfect. I'm just perfectly imperfect. But being able to talk about this positive psychology and instituting different things into my life to help maintain my mental pretty, it's not always been easy. Yesterday was a difficult day. I was mad. I was upset, and fear and panic can put you in a angry place when there's nothing you can do about it because you cannot influence the actions of another. You just can't. All you can do is control your own actions and reactions. That's it. And you know, you, when you're sick, you know, you look around and everybody could be carrying something that could hurt you. You don't want to see people like that. Like, I was always very social. Even standing on the line yesterday waiting for my COVID test, I was speaking with an older woman, and there was an even older gentleman behind us. But we kept having to remind him to move back. It's not always so easy. Inside it just feels so... Somebody's putting my body through a ringer, like just twisting it and turning it, and I don't know. But it did end up being a beautiful night. Thank goodness. And there was even a wonderful thunderstorm. I mean, the lightning was intense. Um, we turned off the lights and just watched it for a while. It's beautiful. And it's those moments, that make fighting cancer worth it. Because I want 100 more moments like that. Where he turns to me and he's like, look at the rain. And I'm like, he's like, do you see the lightning? And I'm just like, it's beautiful. Let's turn off the lights. Keep finding things to make you smile every day. Um, right now, I am getting ready to snack on something, um, finish my decaf coffee, and get ready for this MRI today. The cab should be here to pick me up in, I think, like half an hour, 40 minutes or so. So I have just enough time to eat and finish up some work before I go. I'm trying to get a card reader, and it's been crazy. Yeah, last night was beautiful. And today so far it's been a good day. Blessed be. Pain is pain. And as a cancer patient, we always have that. Hopefully I won't be, I guess I'll always be a cancer patient. Cancer forever changed me and forever will be a part of me. But I hope soon I will be able to be a survivor and not just a fighter. So stay with me on my journey, you guys. And, maybe give me some tips for those moments of aggravation where I just want to curse at the world and punch the walls. And give me some tips on how to maintain and just, how do I get to a point where I can just try to breathe and relax? What do I focus on? And like and subscribe too, you guys. Thanks for being with me on my journey. Maybe I'll shoot a video later at the MRI. I don't know. But if not, I will see you guys tomorrow at chemo.